What up? Just patiently waiting on someone to come in. There's someone. Long white line. What up, Ralph? Gary? Should have knew the Three Stooges would be in here. And here comes your pan club right behind you. Robert, howdy. BBQ. Yeah, awful early out there on the West Coast, ain't it? Okay. You're supposed to like all of my videos, Ralph, not just certain ones. What's up with that? Called you out on that one, didn't I? What up, Sassy? On Monday? Oh, not all bad. Just chilling here at the yard. Yeah, right. Blame the phone. Next it'll be the phone provider. You're in California, so you're going to blame Trump next. I got you. Surprised you didn't just start with blaming Trump. Why are you starting Monday? JJ, what's up? I thought you had another week. What up, Chris? I know, don't that make you mad? Up there in California, they're liable to disagree with you. Ah, okay. You just ready to get started, are you? Well, let me know how it works over there. See how bad they lied to you. And I ain't at retirement age yet. JW, what's up? Now, why are you driving around our yard? I'm ready to retire, I just ain't old enough yet. If I made a fortune off this YouTube stuff, if I had $1 for every time JJ made a smart ass comment, I'd have enough money to retire. Good old Chicago. Is that a bulk tanker job? Or are you hauling it in a dry box? Well, being I don't have a trailer, you ain't right behind me. You got me mixed up with somebody else. Nitro, West Virginia. I was just reading online before it came up. That whole gun grab thing in Virginia ain't going good for the leftists over there. They're not done with it yet, but a whole bunch of it is not making it. Well, not really. If you ain't noticed, I'm always looking. It's called being aware of your surroundings. Big Tiny, what's up with you? You are back online. What a deal. Me too. Oh, that ain't good, Ralph. I take it bucked off her horse, not her house. Well, let's have a word of prayer right quick. Heavenly Father, we ask that you be with this young lady, Lord. Lord, you told us that by your stripes we were healed. Lord, if it's your will, please heal this child. Lord, just some of this stuff is just so hard to understand and for us to take as parents. Lord, be with the parents and give them some kind of comfort through all this, Lord. I know that's hard for lots to understand, but Lord, give them just help them out, Lord, through these rough times. These things we pray in the precious name of your holy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. And all God's people said, you know, folks, it's real easy for something like this to happen. I'm going to get preaching at you. So those of you who don't like preaching, you might as well leave now. But it's so hard when something like this happens to our children, even if they're not our children, to children in general. We see this kind of stuff happen and we want to holler, why? You know, why does the Lord let this stuff happen? And there's a lot of reasons that I can give you. Most of them, folks just don't want to hear, such as the world does operate, the universe operates off of opposites. And it really does. We all know that. Times like this, we don't want to accept it. You know, we don't know that maybe this is preparing that child or the parents or somebody for the next phase in their walk with the Lord. Just like a lot of the brutality I went through growing up, I didn't realize it then, but it was preparing me for today. You know, so we don't really understand why stuff like this happens to the brother. And brother, stand strong, man. Don't lose your faith in the Father. And keep your prayers going, man. Keep your prayers going. So, see there, 2 or 3 came in and they jumped right back out. That old crazy bald-headed truck driver's preaching and talking God again. The Lord forbid to talk the Lord. Amen. Yeah, there was. Well, I bet you are, Ralph. Vita, don't recall seeing you in here before. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining us. Don't recall seeing you on the comments on any video, so welcome to the channel. That's a fact, Kelly, but that's stuff people don't want to hear at times like this. Where his little girl's hurting so bad and in ICU. I had this discussion with someone the other day that they had someone that had lost a daughter to cancer and they was just at a loss. They didn't know what to say to them. And it didn't help that the other people started it with, I don't want to hear about your God. I just lost my daughter to cancer. Why didn't your God help? That kind of thing. I know the pain. Mark, howdy. Well, I don't know there, Big Time. There's a couple of these characters in here that are questionable. Mostly the host, but you know, we have to tolerate him. Oh, wait a minute, that's me. No, I'm good people, man. I'm the good guy. Well, we're gonna have more of it before we have less of it. I see a lot of changes worldwide. You gone again, Mark? Well, appreciate you jumping in and hollering howdy, buddy. I know you got that new shift, right? Well, Ralph, let us know what the doctor says. We just did a prayer for him. Gorilla, what's up with you? Well, we've only got about 1,800 videos for you to look at. We got preaching of the word. We got trucking. We got cooking. We got phone conversations. We got politics. We got a smorgasbord of a lot of stuff. So belly up to the buffet, video buffet table, and try a little bit of everything. Although you might not like my politics. I'm not a Democrat and I'm not a Republican. I'm a pissed off American. But I love my country, and our president is doing a damn good job. Oh, the California winds. Timothy. Dadgummit, boy, you caught up with me. Well, first you got to come back to the States to catch a ride. Prayers do work, my friend. Prayers do work. Pray, believe, and expect. That's how prayers work. I don't call myself no cut. Did you see my cooking video from yesterday? It didn't turn out all bad. Well, thank you for noticing it. Bob Hop, what's up with the 99er? It's the one, what did I call it? The oven baked Cajun taco thingy. Just a wild concoction I came up with last night. Greg, howdy. Thank you for a route. Well, hopefully you're on your way out of there, Gorilla. Yes, Chris is a faithful viewer and subscriber. Columbus, Ohio. Heading to Sydney, Australia? Dude, you better over and plate some dadgum tires. I always wanted to drive to Alaska, but Sydney? Hope you got a lot of fuel. And you're going to be there by in the morning? Actually, they're drift jumper. If you go into my cooking videos, I got one of Grandma's videos up. What's it called? Cuppa. Check that out. Even you could make that, and it's a peach cobbler. Actually, they were good, JJ. Well, that Gatorade ought to last you a week. Big Tiny, never tell a truck driver to install a big rudder. No. The answer you could get, you would not like. Remember, you are dealing with truck drivers, or wannabes anyway. Four hours left. Greg, howdy, Simplify. Jay Ryder, howdy. Well, I don't do cold no more. It gets too cold here in Oklahoma. And I'm watching a bunch of their local drivers pull out up here on a Monday night. Well, a bunch of our trailers are gone, come to think of it. Paul, what's up with you? Go ahead and send it, Timothy. Well, you should have got him a whole stretcher. Along with that left-handed fire hydrant wrench. Well, I'm glad you liked it. Paul, did you catch yesterday's message? We missed you yesterday morning. Bull in the china cabinet. Yes, I'm going to say it. You are rough on the china, dude. Actually, a good friend of mine back in the carnival days, his name was TJ. And I always figured that was his initials. But he told everybody it was for tilt job. He was the tilt job. And I figured it was Terry Jones or something. Catch the replay. Oh yeah, I know, Grill. It cracks me up. Ricky, what's up? Why are you up in Hawaii? You should be asleep. Vacation's over. Time to go back to work. See, I can't go to Hawaii. Yeah, I can't go. I smoke too damn much. I'll never make that flight. Back when I did fly them long distances, that was back in the 70s, and we was allowed to smoke on the planes. No, I have not, Jay Ryder. Deciding your next move. Well, don't make it to the icebox. You're putting on enough weight as it is. Yeah, I know. They're getting carried away. Oh, hell, he done made all his money. If he can afford to vacation in Hawaii, he's independently wealthy. Because you know he's treating all the girls. He probably done spent more on them umbrella drinks for the girls than you and I make in a year. Yeah. How much experience you got? Where you live at, TJ? I think you told me you're out in the Northwest. Or else I'm confusing you with someone else. Oh, your family helped? See if they'll help me and Grandma go. Going to Sparks and then Denver. Uh-huh. I don't have to be quiet about it. She's been watching. She knows how much money she allowed you. And once your allowance is gone, boy, you're going to have to be washing dishes. Then how impressed are them little girlies going to be with you? Oh, okay. What up, Kevin T? Edmonton. I used to go to Edmonton a lot. It ain't necessarily going to be cold up there. And they got a different code up there in Canada than we have down here. A lot of times you'll have that code without the wind. And it ain't as bad. You'd be surprised. You can do 20 and 30 below and be comfortable. Let that wind start blowing. Sometimes 20 and 30 below up there is better than 30 degrees down here with the moisture in the air and the wind blowing. Well, I used to deliver boats up there in Edmonton. Malibu and who was them other yahoos? Two different places I delivered up there. Oh, copy the tax time. Yeah, Grandma got very upset. We watched Fox yesterday, and we heard his little speech that he gave. She was wanting to see the beast make the laps. They didn't show it. She was also wanting to hear him say, "Gentlemen, start your engines." They didn't show it. So this morning I'm getting ready to go out the door, and she's a good old woman at times. I went to bed first last night. She'll turn the TV over to Fox News and leave it on there with the TV on in the living room, so when I get up I can back it up. Then I fast forward through commercials. But this morning they only showed a picture of the beast on there on the track, and they did show President Trump saying to start their engines. But she was quite upset yesterday because they kept talking about they was going to show it and didn't do it. Joseph Wilson, howdy howdy. That name sounds familiar. I think you've been on here before, have you not? $1,100 for you and the wife. And you got a nice room. That ain't all bad. Oh yeah, Justin Wilson now. I always liked him, even as a kid. And do you know that he actually was not from Louisiana? He really wasn't. He was not a true Cajun. But boy, did he pick up their language. Right, we seen all that, Chris. But that didn't stop the beast from making its laugh or the president from starting it. I didn't realize. I thought he was the first president, but I found out he was not. Bush had already done it, and somebody else. It seems like the President Trump was like the third. Yeah, it's pretty nice here. Actually, I got the AC blowing back there. Those of you ain't hit my thumbs up, hit my thumbs up for me. Oh, I'm at our yard. I was looking at my earbuds hanging here. Those are my emergency hands-free. Almost looks like the shape of Texas hanging there, from what I'm seeing in the video. Another one of my subscribers is coming in here. He came over here to this company. He'll make it to the yard about 9:30 tonight. Oh, I forget, Greg, look him up. Do a Google search on him. That's just like the, alright, good night, Tiny. The old boy that was the Indian. Back in the day, they showed him paddling the canoe and crying over the pollution and stuff. Man, I can't think of his name. It's right there on the tip of my tongue. He was not an Indian. He was actually Italian. But he had played the part of Indian in some movies, and he got so into it that he just took on the role. I don't know if it was Reagan or not, man. I know it was, I'm pretty sure it was George W. Bush. Well, thank you, Reggie. And you're quite welcome. Uh-huh. It's actually blocking a light. If I take it down from there, you're going to have a glare on the screen. Well, where was he originally from, JJ? All you computer gurus there, somebody ought to be looking it up. Uh-huh. There's a lot of them that pulled the hair over our eyes. What did you say there? Wikipedia says Roseland, Louisiana. His last known residence was in Mississippi. And it says that's where he was born? In Roseland? Well, I would hate to be the one to share wrong news. Fake news alert. Papa Joe's spreading fake news. Oh, you'll get over that, Ricky. Oh, I'm driving a plastic throwaway Pete. Well, just ask Google instead of Wikipedia. Well, that was a short trip. One of the shortest trips you ever made. Yep, then she got a hell of a deal. They've been $9 and $10 there for years. Actually, I got Michael on over here. He got his 2 years and came in here. And when he first made it over here to this company, he liked to say that he didn't even know what he didn't know until he got over here to learn what he didn't know. Yeah, I'd like to have my old W9 back. But that boy that drove it after me, he blew it up. And they didn't put in another motor. They started robbing it for parts. It became a donor truck. Well, I guess I was misinformed then, JJ. Thank you for straightening me out. Carter, what's up? Well, find out the name of that Indian guy. Let's see if I was misinformed on that too. Saying, yo, howdy. Well, as long as you're getting settled in, Cutter. How's school going? Aren't you due to test tomorrow or something? Or did I miss it by a week? Bobby, Semper Fi, brother. Well, ain't nothing wrong with driving in North Dakota. It's cold. You're up there by Cutter. Cutter's up there in North Dakota. Okay. Cutter, you might talk to Bobby there. See how far away that oil field driving is he's doing. Well, there you go, Cutter. Watford City right now. Well, bummer. Just bummer. turn that AC up a little bit back there. Right? Well, if I remember correctly, Cutter, y'all got a pretty big train presence up there. I delivered to a train yard, just a little work yard, maybe two of them. Seemed like one was in Minot, and the other one was what, just west of you a little bit? If you could get on with a railroad company, that wouldn't be a bad job. And I'm sure it's union. Yeah, the National Parks Reserve, I got you, but that don't tell us his name. Dadgummit, Cutter, you done all kinds of neat stuff. No wonder you're independently wealthy. He's up there about an hour away from Minot. I ain't sure exactly the name of the town he's in. I know it ain't north of Minot no hour, 'cause it'd be in Canada. Rugby. I don't rightly recollect that, but I'll take your word for it. Oregon, Devil's Lake. Now, Devil's Lake, I remember the name of. Uh-huh. On Highway 2. I've been on 2 more than once. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. And he played in a lot of movies too. Yeah, they called him Two Bears in the movie. Well, Chris, you ain't been around long then. 'Cause me not having hair on my head is a recent thing. Just the last few months have I started shaving my head. You go watch some of the old videos, you'll see me with pretty long hair. Oh. And there goes APU. Who are you calling a tree hugger? You've been trying to start problems tonight. Yeah, I kind of like mine too. Although mine's brand new. First got in the truck, it had a oil pump failure and it burned up the motor to the APU. So I was down a couple of days while they put this new one on. And boy, when they first start up, they spit and sputter. Well, then you're in the wrong place, Chris. Big Daddy, what's up with you? Actually, they turned out pretty good. Me and Grandma sampled them last night. She kept 2 at the house for this week, and I brought 4 of them out here with me. They gonna make me a good lunch. Dadgummit, Ralph. You ain't never gonna drive like that, dude. All right, Bob Hop, thanks for stopping in, man. Have a good evening. I got a question on a video I need to go see if I answered or not. Or should I say a comment on a video that required an answer? Jim Dunn, what's up with you? Iron Eyes Cody, that's right. Well, Ricky, you gotta be careful. Whenever y'all do that and your wives see me, they don't call me the chick magnet for nothing. Then you're gonna start getting jealous like Jim Dunn. He tried that at home. Now Stormy, I'm her dream guy now. If I wasn't married, she'd throw Jim Dunn away, send his Yankee ass back up to Ohio. What up, dog? Up in Columbus. I knew I didn't go there for a reason. Evidently not. She took you to Hawaii and you're spending all the money. She ain't got time spending on trying to keep you from spending it all. All right, Greg, good night, man. Thanks for coming in. No, well, I've drove by where it's been flooding, but I ain't really got into nothing. And we ain't flooding at my place, but I'm on top of a hill. Well, I'm in Oklahoma right now. Oh, Chris, you're so young, you're too easy, buddy. Well, right time of year, it's a good state. A lot of times, depending upon what highway I'm driving on. I know it, Chris. You'll be all right, Jim Dunn. There you go, Kevin. Now, how you gonna get up there? What route you taking? You gonna go up through, damn it, me and Cutter just called it out the other night, up north of Minot. Portal. I always went through Portal to get up there. Nice little place in the middle of nowhere. I guess you could go through Grassy too, but I preferred Portal. Well, technically, if you're going to do the highway, that's going through Montana. But Portal really ain't a highway. Have you got a load from Frisco to Wisconsin? You're in Hawaii. Those of you that ain't hit the thumbs up, please hit the thumbs up for me. I would appreciate it. I'm doing pretty good for an old man. As the old saying goes, I'm doing good for the shape I'm in. Uh, well, I've sang that song once or twice in my day. Everybody got his burn out on it. Kind of like watching a movie. Used to be going to the truck stops. If they weren't watching cartoons, they was watching Smokey and the Bandit. That was back when they had VCRs and they would play them over and over and over. Have a list of movies they could play. You go to the fuel desk, tell them what you wanted to watch. Oh, I got so tired of that. Yeah, I did when I was training, dog. It's not going good at all, Jim. I've been watching your little tag-ins where you've been hitting them. I've gained some of my weight back. You need to stay after it though, buddy. While you're still young enough to be doing that Planet Fitness, you need to do it. You get wore out, broke down like I am, and you can't do all that anymore. That's part of the problem with the weight losses. I don't get around so good anymore. Everybody want to tell you to go walking and all that. Papa Joe don't walk so well anymore. Oh. That's why I got one of these things. And I try not to use it, but there's times I'm glad I got it. Well, good deal there, Chris. Well, thank you, Jim. I'm not so much young, but I am still sexy as all get out. I'm used to the women telling me that, not you guys. But I understand. Now, wish it upon yourself. It won't be true, but wish it upon yourself. Well, good deal. Congrats on the 20. Be careful what you're eating out here long. That's something else drives me crazy. It ain't quite as bad as it used to be. Would read our magazines and listen to the series talk shows and all that. They're all telling us how we need to eat healthy out here. Y'all need to eat healthier. And I'm like, are y'all even driving in the same damn states that I am in? All you got is fast food, hamburgers, tons of carbs at any real restaurant that you find, although they're few to find. You can only do so much stuff out of your truck, and raw vegetables get old. goodness. Well, folks, we've been on here an hour. I'm going to get ready to wind her down. Alright, that's grassy if you're going up 15. Sweet grass, that's what it is, I think. I think that's sweet grass up there. Used to go that way too, depending upon where we was going. Well, I used to go to Edmonton and, oh, what's that other big one over there? I'll think of it after the video's over. Alright, Chris, good night, buddy. Alright, dog, good night. Ralph, good night. I appreciate everybody stopping in. We'll see what we can do in the next couple of nights. Maybe we'll make it on here again. In the meantime, y'all remember, good Lord loves you, so do I. Y'all have a blessed evening now. Good night.